Hello, everyone. You're watching Cricket Calling. I'm your host, Indraneel. Today is, of course, we are into eighth day. And so far, all the home teams are winning their matches at home. I mean, home is where the heart is. Probably this is a new trend which we're seeing in IPL, right? I mean, every time we've seen something or the other keeps happening in IPL. I remember it was toss jito, match jito. Now you have playing at home, got to win. So it proves to show how intense IPL is going to be this time. It's going to be one hell of a ride for all of us, people who are watching. So you can't have a weak heart, can you? You can't actually. So today, of course, we are going to be playing. We are going to seeing. I mean, these two teams are going to be playing RCB versus KKR. My God, you talk about weak heart. We definitely are not going to be dealing here with weak hearts because there is Virat Kohli, there's Gautam Gambhir. I often wonder why do they fight so much? Probably they don't want to lose. I know there's a professional rivalry for over the years and everything, but Gautam has stopped playing. Virat is still playing, and still they any given opportunity they will get into a fight. Why is it so? Why is it like this? Probably it's that will to win. And today, the home match belongs to Royal Challengers Bangalore. So are they going to get the better of the KKR? Joining us today, we have Abhijit Sarkar, former CEO of Sahara Pune Warriors, and of course, Datta, senior uh, journalist. Hello, welcome, gentlemen, to the show. Cricket calling is, but I want to start with Abhijit sir. Why do they fight so much? I mean, Virat Kohli and Gautam Gambhir. I mean, what's wrong with them? Why do you have to fight?
Uh, Good morning or good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah,
Look, I think both the players, I think they generate the passion they have for cricket, that motivation by looking at each other to fight, to generate the spirit, that the fighting spirit in themselves, the fire in themselves. Because look, when Virat Kohli is also in the field, although
yeah,
Gambhir was not like that,
yeah,
somewhere or the other he will give his reaction either to the bowler, either to the fielder, or even to the crowd. So because he generates that motivation to be in the ground, to be involved in that match, and make the whole team involved in that match. I think, from my point of view, if you analyze Virat, and as far as Gambhir is concerned, that's a personal whatever. I don't call it an agenda, but whatever it is, I think that will improve gradually. Maybe I think when Virat retires, it will douse down. So, and now, if you permit me coming to the match, look, RCB is if I can say that it's an all-round team. They have Virat Kohli, Faf is there, Green is there. But I have one observation to make about RCB, that Cameron Green should come at number three, not Rajat Patidar, because Cameron Green plays at number three for Australia, and when he used to play for Mumbai also, all his big scores were playing at number three. So I don't know why Cameron Green is not playing at number three. Secondly, for Shreyas Iyer, this IPL is very important. So he has to perform. And KKR is a team based on individual brilliance. They have individual players who can take away the match, like Andrew Russell, Rinku Singh, and they have quite a stable bowling attack also. But I think, as far as RCB is concerned, I think they should still regret that just few days back, like Harbhajan was also saying, that why did they release Chahal, who has taken maximum wicket at this ground. They still miss that player, and they have already left out Shahbaz also. He's also performing quite well for Sunrisers. So overall, it will be a very interesting match. But all KKR depending on individual brilliance, and RCB, Virat Kohli, Fab, Cameron Green, Siraj, an all-round team, quite a balanced side.
Well, it's all about balance, isn't it? I mean, without balance, you can't do. Mr. Datta, uh, when you get angry, you tend to lose your balance, right? I mean, when these two guys are playing against each other, I wonder they are from the same city, same zone also, West Delhi. So what's with the West Delhi that they that fighting spirit? Is it a typical? I mean, what culture is this in Delhi? I mean, you get into fight so easily. I mean, you've seen the road rage, and the fight is like that, and no one is touching here by anyone. I mean, just ये कर दूंगा, वो कर दूंगा, और कुछ करते नहीं है, but it's just a threat uh, through words. But tell me something. I mean, will it ever change?
Well, why do you want it to change? It's a never say die attitude of two great players from the country providing us entertainment. The fans are loving it. There
Yeah.
would be more eyeballs on RCB playing KKR or vice versa, the other way around whenever they play. They have played in the past, and right now, because of Virat Kohli being there and Gautam Gambhir GG shifting sides to KKR this time, I believe it's the essence of Delhi when you need or want to give it back. Some other city in the country would have reacted maybe the other way, but the essence of Delhi is, "Arey, tu kya karega? Chalo, मैं देख लूंगा. ओए, चुप रहे." It's a typical Delhiite attitude. But two great
Uh,
players, and obviously both of them wanting to give their best for their team, wanting the team to win. I disagree a bit with the fight because it hasn't kind of transpired into the personal lives or beyond the cricketing field. As far as within that ground itself, whatever happens, happens. That's the manner in which both of them play. Maybe they have issues. Maybe we want to build it up as a controversy or we look at it from their own perspective. But if you ask me, haath utake, absolutely no complaints. Totally from the toss itself to there, when the two guys walk onto the field, get past one, that's a story for a sports journalist. How did Virat Kohli and Gautam Gambhir react when they saw each other on the field? Did they look the other way around? Did they shake hands? Did they hug? Whatever it is, no complaints. And two great players, entertainment of IPL, just getting to a different level altogether, isn't it?
so, which team are you supporting today? Because you are
I, I,
originally
I,
from
I
Kolkata.
see. I'm not a regional guy. India, obviously, we tend to depend on regionalism, stick to regionalism a bit more than the Indianization of the entire country. But having said that, this is the match you ought to have taken aside. And there will be a soft corner with Mr. Sarkar, Mr. Basu, and a certain Mr. Datta because of the surnames to a
Oh
specific team,
yes,
I guess. I'm not naming the
that's
team.
true. You can't blame the team. Truly, truly. But yeah, I mean, it looks quite clear, Abhijit sir, that Virat is looking good to open the innings with Rohit Sharma. Because yesterday I thought that there was his footwork was a little tentative when I mean, the way Mr. Yashasvi Jaiswal was batting and the way he got bowled. Uh, I think he's sort of come to know that Virat is going to be the man. Virat, what I really like the way he maneuvers the gap in that first power play, and he's got plenty of wealth of experience, plenty of experience, and he uses them so well. And he's got so much of time. He's not a bang bang Klassen kind of a player, but he knows his strength so much. He knows his cricket, and the fact that he's been playing for such a long time, he knows where to go, how to score runs in matches. So that along with Rohit Sharma, how do you see that panning out for India in T20?
I think Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli will be an asset for the T20 World Cup this year because the matches are being played in West Indies. And I don't know, again, I say I don't know about the US pitches. Maybe you are aware, or maybe the London is aware, I don't know. But it will play, it will suit the pitches will suit Rohit's and Virat's style of playing because they settle down and then they plan
All
their
right.
innings. And and of course, it depends who is going down the order, if Surya Kumar Yadav or Rinku Singh or KL Rahul or Samson. And that if that will create that balance in the especially the middle order because wherever in which either it's with a national team or it's an IPL team. If your middle order is weak, fragile, you suffer. Like in the case of Pakistan, it happens. Like in the case of DC, DC has the most vulnerable middle order, and they have not even selected a good player except Harry Brook. but they're because of weak middle order, fragile middle order, they are suffering. So I think if Virat is there and the approach which he has shown, and I think he's back, and we don't need bang bang Virat. The way he plays, the way he pans out the innings, plans the innings, that is very good for Indian cricket for the T20 World Cup.
Well, we are looking at that only, nothing else. Because cricket could be really nasty also. I mean, we see how Hardik Pandya is being treated by the fans. It's not an easy thing out there for him. But about Shreyas Iyer, you mentioned Avijit a few minutes ago. Mr. Datta, I want to know from you your thoughts on how the captain has to be a powerful man. I mean, in I don't know what's this obsession with making Indian players their captain. I mean, you've seen Hyderabad, uh, for instance, Rajasthan Royals. They had foreign captains also in the past. But I mean, Delhi also had a foreigner in David Warner leading the side. But tell me something. What is how do you see Shreyas Iyer? The fact that he's not scoring, and then you have the burden of carrying such a big franchisee. I mean, it's a Shah Rukh Khan owned franchisee, and then you have Gautam Gambhir sitting on top of your head. So I think it's a Himalayan task for him to go out there and perform. How do you see that challenge for Shreyas Iyer, the captain? Because the team looks up to the captain, no matter what you say.
No, he's not naive. That's one, and he has been a seasoned campaigner. A seasoned campaigner in the sense he has represented India in all formats of the game for quite a long time. So, when you perform at that level, when you play at that level, expectations, carrying the expectations, you ought to go down and embrace and envelop, take all the pressure in yourself, and that's the reason you have been paid
Okay.
a price, and that's the reason you have been made the captain. Who becomes the captain? Obviously, it's there are both sides of the coin. It's people want to have an instant connect. The local guys, preferably if we get a local guy, a Bengali guy captaining Kolkata. That hasn't happened for a long time. Not saying that you need to give it to a Bengali guy, but an Indian would be engaging more the community development part, which each and every franchise in whatever league all over the world intends at or aims at. Definitely, I believe so. That's one of the reason. But yeah, I won't say because Gautam Gambhir is sitting on the top of the head or the franchisee being KKR and huge expectations, Eden Gardens, the legacy of the team, that there's expectations and there's pressure. There's pressure in each and every match, pressure from each and every franchisee. And that's the reason you are there. That's the reason you are an India contender to getting into the T20 squad again. Obviously, against the backdrop of what happened with the BCCI not keeping Ishan Kishan and Shreyas Iyer in the contract list, centralized contracted list of players. But that hasn't ended his career at all. And this IPL is the platform for him and Ishan Kishan both to keep their mouths shut and just do what best he can do or both can do. Just score runs, build up the momentum, build up the tempo, and create that dialogue amidst all communities that may force the selectors or the wise men of Indian cricket to have a relook at you. Okay, this guy is indispensable. So it's up to that individual, Shreyas Iyer in this case, to stand up and be counted, or otherwise, if he succumbs to or wills to the pressure, make no mistake, someone else would be taking his place very soon. It's not just Shreyas Iyer, it's for applicable, I guess, for each and everyone, barring some exceptions.
Absolutely. No one is indispensable. That's what we say. We also joined by Ashwin Krishnan, marketing expert, sports marketing expert. Hello. After a
Hello.
long struggle, you're here. I don't know. Internet has really been calling the shots here, it seems. But KKR and RCB. RCB, another home game, 10th home game. 9 games have been won, played at home. I mean, by the home team. What I mean is, what do you see RCB? How things are going to sort of shape for them today? Ashwin Bhai against KKR. Anything?
Hello, Dada. Hello, Dada. Hello. Sorry. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No?
I think I can't hear you.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Can you hear me now? Can you
I
hear
don't
me?
think I can hear you. You can hear me? Yeah.
I
Please
can
go
hear
ahead.
you. I can hear you. I can hear you. You can't hear me. I can hear you.
All right, all right, all right.
Can you hear me now? It's okay, Dada, no problem.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
I can't
you.
hear you.
I can. I don't know what's wrong.
Abhijit sir, can you? Hello?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, can
You
you
can
hear
hear
me?
me? Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear
I
you.
can
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah, yeah. So
Can you
I
hear me
think
now?
there is some problem with Ashwin
Can you
Bhai's
hear me
internet.
now?
Just
Ashwin, you
going
are loud
back.
and audible. Carry on, Ashwin. You are loud and audible.
Okay.
Ashwin
I
is
don't
absolutely
think
audible. You can
Dada
go
can
ahead.
hear me. Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
we
Okay.
can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So what I was saying was the team that bats better will win at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. It's all about who puts up a bigger total. It's a small ground. It's a bowler's graveyard, technically. So you have to be really, really good and you're really, really accurate. And even an economy rate of 9, I think, is decent at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. So the team that bats better will win. So I can't really say whether RCB or KKR are favorites. To me, the team that bats better will win. I don't think Dada
All
can hear
right,
me.
all right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think there is some problem with the connection. Whatever, no. But coming back to the pressure game, when you have pressure, when you're playing this kind of tournament, there is so much riding on you. I mean, you need family next to you, right? I mean, that's the best thing you can have. Uh, I think one cricketer is going through a hell right now is Hardik Pandya. I wonder where. I mean, we see the better halves coming and supporting. So, Abhijit sir, how do you think family being there, because it's very hectic for the family to travel with the team all throughout. But there are times where you need the family. So, how do you see that challenge for Hardik? I mean, Hardik is, of course, a champion cricketer. I'm just digressing a little, but I want to know your reaction because it's not easy out there. Every time you go in there, we see the fight, we see all the glamour, all the glitters. But what goes beyond that is hard work. They're also human beings like all of us. So they also go through those ups and downs, emotional ups and downs. So how do you see that panning out for a cricket like Hardik or a Virat Kohli I mean, who have to go through the grind?
Look, personal and emotional upheavals always affect cricketers. They are, after all, they have also have emotions, and emotion is a very
Yeah.
big factor where we are playing in the ground, and that also playing for the representing the
Mm.
country or representing a respective IPL or leading any IPL team. And no doubt about it that Hardik Pandya is a genius cricketer. Look, we should not forget. Sometimes back we spoke about the same vein, indirectly or directly about Virat Kohli when he was out of form. Same way we spoke about KL Rahul when he was also out of touch, and he was injury prone. So nowadays we are speaking about Shreyas Iyer. So I think
Mm.
Hardik will come back. He's a fighter, and for that he needs proper guidance, like the support staff of the Mumbai team. And if the support staff of the Mumbai team and Hardik synergizes better in a better way, I think he will come back because the way people are saying that even senior cricketers have spoken. The strike rate which we used to play, the strike rate of the players coming above him and the performance of his is absolutely, there's a huge difference. And why is he not playing above the order? Even Mohammad Shami has spoken that when he was the captain of GT, he was coming up the order, and now he's coming down the
Yeah.
order. Why? Why is it so? Is it because of the support staff? They are guiding him, or he is not taking a decision, or there is lack of coordination between the support staff and him? Because he is opening the bowling attack. That is okay, not instead of Bumrah. And the place where he was playing, even he came at number 3, he came at number 4 in Gujarat Titans when he was leading Gujarat Titans. Here he is coming whenever he is required. He is not coming, instead of sending somewhere else, somebody else. So that speaks
All
that
right.
either he is not taking his own decisions, or he's being guided by, he's not a cricketer that he will be guided by somebody. He's quite a senior and respectable cricketer, and he has led in the national team as well as a champion IPL team. So there is some sort of whatever there is a low phase, whatever phase he is going through, and he will fight back because India badly needs him. India needs a cricketer like him for T20 World Cup, and he should come up the order and show his real potential because early on he came. As far as, of course, he came as a bowling. Initially, he performed better as a bowler. Then he improved his batting. So now his batting has become an asset for the Indian national team. So why
All
not
right,
the
all
IPL
right,
team?
all right. We'll see. Because I think family plays a huge role. But right now, uh, Mr. Datta, I want to hear from you the way Delhi is playing. I mean, two matches. Last time they came 10th. This time also they started off on a very dismal fashion. The way they lost. I mean, Rishabh Pant looking good, but is not able to finish games. Two games. I mean, he's yet to get into that rhythm. The rhythm is important. So how do you see that challenge? And of course, Rian Parag, what a player he turned out to be. I mean, BCCI has been saying at top of their voices, the officials especially, that play domestic cricket. And when you play domestic cricket, this is what you become. You become robust because IPL is also a glorified version of domestic cricket. So your thoughts on Rajasthan and of course Delhi Capitals, where they're going wrong?
It's hung up.
I think there is a problem with the
Connection.
yeah. So I think there is a problem with the connection. Internet is really. I mean, sir, I want to just go back to you. I mean, the fact that Saurav Ganguly, your friend, very good old friend, is looking after the resources there. How do you see how challenging is it? I mean, it's not able to. It's not looking like a team.
Look. As I mentioned earlier, that
Yeah.
last year also and this year also, they have the same problem. The vulnerable middle order. When they were in the auction, they
Okay.
didn't work on the middle order. And as
Yeah.
I was speaking I'm trying to point out that
Mm,
there are two, as you mentioned yesterday also, that there are two
mm.
owners, okay, and don't ask me to go into the details. I asked
Please
about
do.
one particular.
Please do. Why you're
No,
not going to
no,
do? Of
no,
course you have to do.
no. Please let me speak. There are one particular
Ah,
individual. He's a common factor right through the in last 4 5 years in the support staff. So I was speaking to the naturally I have connection with all the team respective teams. So he said no, that that particular person is very close to that another particular owner, so he cannot be removed because if you have Ricky Ponting, if you have Saurabh Ganguly, in spite of that you have another batting coach, you have a bowling coach. So there are long range of coaches there in Delhi support staff. In spite of that,
mm,
if you ask me,
mm,
if you take consider the middle order, if you take consider the bowling, the way they have selected
mm.
their team, I'm sorry to say, I hope they perform better. And as far as the impact player, for impact player, they are depending on a youngster like Abhishek Porel. Of course, he
Mm.
had a good domestic season, but still,
Yeah.
if the way they have selected, then I think it's an I don't I'm not if I'm not using a strong word, it's an average team. If you are going with an average team down the middle order after David Warner and one or two players, and Akshar Patel was the highest scorer last year in IPL, so then you have
Mm.
to face the consequences for that. And as for and you see the running example for like Ryan Parag. Ryan Parag was last year playing at number 6. That was not his position.
Mm.
He has been upgraded to number 4. Look the way he is playing. You are yourself. I don't know how good batsman you are, good bowler. So, but the way his movements are there, his reflexes are there. He has a terrific domestic season. He was the highest scorer in Mustaq Ali. He had a terrific red ball season. That has been that you can see what return it is giving in the IPL. So the player who are performing well, who are dedicated in the domestic season, they come and perform. Of course, I was the person who used to criticize Ryan Parag the way they were backing, but they have backed Rajasthan Royals have backed the player and upgraded him to the right position. Number 4 is his position. He's not a coming and finishing off the game. He wants to come and settle down and then start hitting the ball.
Absolutely. And which is remarkable, Mr. Datta, seeing the way Rajasthan team has played. You see all their top orders, the fast bowlers. They have a complete team, if you see it. Good spinners, good death bowlers. But the support cast playing a huge role. Riyan Parag coming, Avesh Khan, Sandeep Sharma, which is a remarkable thing when you see, like we saw what India did during the India-England series. Everyone contributed, probably barring Rajat Patidar. Everyone contributed to that win. It was unfortunate also. But this is how cricket is played. Any sport is played, when you contribute to the team. And that's what Rajasthan showed yesterday.
Yeah, without any doubt, what Abhijit does say is absolutely hitting the nail on the head. In an effort to be different, people bring in unconventional methods. If you look at the you speak about Rajasthan Royals, Delhi Capitals, the lower order already starts even before the middle order has finished. Much that. So you need to be a bit more conventional, maybe at times. Obviously, me absolutely have no inclination or expertise to be judging the cricketing brain or capability of a certain Ricky Ponting or a Saurav Ganguly, but sometimes maybe conventional methods will be helping you more than unconventional methods whenever the team is not going through the dream run which they had expected to. And Rajasthan are doing the right things at the right moment and ticking the right boxes. I believe we are running short on time, hence I'm keeping it short. And maybe that's the reason they are off to a better start than most.
All right. Ashwin Bhai, if you can hear me. Yeah. So I just want to know from you your thoughts on Rishabh Pant. We love to see him coming back to his element as early as possible. He's not able to create that magic in last 2 matches. And the intent is not there. Intent is there, but somewhere the team intent is missing. Probably that affecting him. Your mic is mute actually.
Yes, can you hear me now? Yeah. So with regard to Rishabh Pant, you will have to give him 3 or 4 games, 4 or 5 games maybe, for him to come back to what he was. It is unfair to expect him to be the Rishabh Pant he was, because what he's come through is a very, very serious physical injury and a mental trauma. I'm sure it left its mark there, but he will take about 4 or 5 games to come. He's played pretty well. Some of the shots he played yesterday were very impressive. A cover drive that he played off the back foot, but it will take him that much time. So if you have to play him. You cannot play him, and you have to give him the opportunity, because that is when he will. That is an investment Delhi Capitals have to make. But Rishabh Pant will be back to even maybe better than what he was earlier. But that time has to be given. 4 or 5 games have to be given.
All right. There's a huge connection problem, but I think we have to wrap up the show a little early. Abhijit sir, before I go, yeah, please go ahead. Yeah,
they had one more problem last year, was the death overs. The death over average was 11.5 per over average.
Bobby, you've done a lot
And
of
the same
studying,
problem,
huh?
and the same problem is existing this year also. So middle order batting, death overs. So you have these 2 big huge problems. Then you have to face the consequences. And you are playing against, and you are playing. If I can claim, Rajasthan Royal has the best bowling attack of IPL, this year's IPL. They have Avesh Khan.
Absolutely.
They have the best 2 world's best spinners. They have the doubly baller Sandeep Sharma, the coming in. The other Burger, what do you call it? Burger, but that bowler is and Trent Boult,
He's
the
quick.
best bowling attack of this tournament. So if you are playing against that attack, then you need to have besides the top order, good middle order, and of course in the batting front also in the bowling front, the vulnerability in the death overs.
True, true, true. And but this is what it is. I mean, you have to still play with whatever you have. But this time it's going to be very exciting. I can tell you because today is KKR versus RCB. I mean, it can't get better than this. We are going to capture every moment of it in the evening, 7:30. I think it's do not disturb board should be there because we're waiting for something to happen. Thank you, Mr. Uh, Datta Niranjan, of course, Ashwin Bhai and Abhijit sir for coming on the show and sharing your thoughts. Today was a little disturbing because the internet connection wasn't doing too well. I hope the cricket match will do pretty well. On that note, have a great day.
Rinku Singh,
See you around and
Rinku Singh will hit. Rinku Singh will hit. Rinku Singh will hit
Rinku,
sixes.
because I know you're very close. Your UP connection. You're biased towards
Yeah.
Rinku Singh.
Yes.
And we'll talk about the entire game tomorrow, of course. Again, please come and join us these matches, and the matches are going to take place uh, uh, ahead of us, and the match would happen night before, so it's going to be very exciting times. More guests, more masala coming your way, and thanks for watching, and keep keep smiling. That's important. See you around. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.